think we've got to be really delighted with where we're at. I think it's the old cliche, isn't it? But if someone had offered where we are now at the start of the season, we'd have taken it with both hands, definitely. It's a difficult league. Some really good teams, some very good players. So I think, albeit a little bit disappointing in the past sort of 2-3 weeks for some of the results, the way the league's gone, if those results had gone for us, we'd be in a great position. However, it's March, we're still in the hunt to win the league. Worst comes to worst, we'll be in the playoffs. I think it's got to be seen as a great season so far, really.
This time last year we were mid-table. As you say, we're now second in the league. What's the difference?
I think Lee's got to get a lot of credit. You know, you look at the side, we've signed 2 players from the side that we had last year. And of those players, obviously Dan's come in and done well, but he's been in and outside, and the same with Alex, really. So I think Lee's got to take a lot of credit. You know, he's created a great team spirit. The boys really respect him. He's not one of the types of managers whereby he wants to be the boss. You know, he wants everyone to, you know, bow down and listen. He's very much one of the lads to a degree, and I think with the boys that we've got, that's helped sort of it's helped foster a really good team spirit. And we've grafted a bit harder this year, I think. You know, the boys that have come in at the back have been superb. We've defended a lot better this year, which has helped obviously massively. Look at the goals we've conceded; it's far less than we had last year. So I think it's a couple of factors, but I think, you know, credit's got to go to Lee, really.
And Barry Hales?
Barry's been a massive influence. You know, a lot of it off the field as well. You know, he's a lovely fella. You know, I don't know if many of the fans have had a chance to have a chat with him, but he's very affable, very friendly. Given the background that he's come from, you know, you'd never guess. You know, he's completely down to earth, really encouraging. Even when he's been on the bench sometimes with me, you know, he'll get up and have a chat with some of the forwards, pass on some of his knowledge. You know, and when he turns it on, because I think he can go up another level like he did at Solsbury. He's hard to play against. He's not short of strength. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. For you personally, it's been a bit of a disappointing season so far.
Yeah, very disappointing. The most disappointing season I've had. But that's being selfish. You know, the side have done fantastically. Obviously, I got injured in the second game of the season back in August, and then had about till January recovering from that. I tried to come back too soon, which was my own stupid fault. You know, too keen. I should have just rested it. I think maybe if I'd had a grounding in the pro game like a lot of the boys had, I would have recognised it and sat out for a bit longer. So never got back to fitness. And then obviously with the side doing as well as they have, you know, I couldn't really argue with Leaf not getting me back in the side. You know, Aaron's come in, done brilliantly. Stevie Adams, you know, for me has been probably our best player, or at least one of the top 2 or 3 best players this season. So, you know, I couldn't really argue, but it's been really frustrating. You know, I haven't enjoyed it. No one wants to sit on the bench. I've been lucky in my time so far. I've, you know, started pretty much most of the games since I've been here. So, not been fun, but, you know, the results have been going the side's way, and, you know, that's what we're paid to do, to get results. So I could understand Lee's decision, but it's been really, really nice getting back involved the last couple of
and
games.
you played in the Solsbury game. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, it's a real one. You know, first game for me, it was my first start for 6 months. You know, so it was always going to be a weird game anyway. Obviously, a lot riding on it. It felt like a proper football night. You know, good ground, lovely pitch, which suits our boys. It's no coincidence that when the pitches are like that, like it was up at Cambridge when we played up at there, and the boys played brilliantly. Solsbury pitch was great. Good crowd, good buzz. I kind of knew we'd perform. I knew the boys would turn it on. You know, a lot of those boys have played at such a good level. You know, when they want to go up a notch, I think a lot of them can, and the crowd brought it out in a few of the boys. So it was a special night to come back, and it was, you know, of the 5-6 years, it's one of those ones I think that will stick in the memory for me. Probably wasn't a 6-0 game. I think realistically 2 or 3 would have been fair, but it was a special night. And I think whatever happens this season, I think for all the guys that were there, players and supporters, I think it's one that will live long in the memory. To think that, you know, 4 or 5 years ago we were playing in the South Western League and Solsbury were knocking on the door of the Football League, and to go 6-0 in their own patch, not a bad night. Saturday
we've got Cambridge City. What are your thoughts on that game?
It'd be a tricky game. I've been saying this week all along to a lot of people who've asked the question that for me, I think our hardest game was Stourbridge last week in terms of the way they were as a side. They're very physical, not a nice pitch. Although we played well, their style didn't really suit us. Cambridge are a footballing side. They'll try and get the ball down and play. I think they're a brilliant club. Every time we've ever gone up there, they seem really well run. You know, nice, good set of lads, good off the field. But come Saturday, obviously, that's all got to go out the window. And you know, we need to, if we're realistic about winning the league, we need to get 3 points on Saturday. You know, it is a 6-pointer. So fingers crossed. I think if we play our game, if we play, you know, like we did for most of the part at the Stour Bridge and all the game like at Solsbury, I think we should be all right. What
are you looking for from the Truro City fans this Saturday?
Well, I mean, I'll speak to them. They've been brilliant this season. You know, they've been there week in, week out. I've said to them individually, you know, you guys come miles and miles, and you know, you pay your good money to come as well. We're massively grateful. But you know, this week, bring your A game. Get there early. Get the beers inside you. Get the songs going, and I'm sure the guys can cheer us on to 3 points, and it'll be a good day.
All the best for Saturday, Jake.
Thank you.